Fearing resistance. Will I be able to withstand temptation? This is a big one for people because it goes to that first thing I spoke about where clients are not quite sure how motivated they should be because they're a bit reticent about committing to a process and they're worried about having to give stuff up. The thing is that there is a difference between, I think, between self-deprivation and self-discipline. And I think it's important to understand these two because let's say your goal is, I want to lose weight. I want to get into a smaller dress size. Let's say we want to go one size down, or yeah, let's stick to that because most of my clients tend to have a bit of a weight weight-related goal. So I want to move down a dress size. So I'm aware of what my long-term goal is, and I'm going to try and make sure that I see the supporting behaviors as important in order to get me to achieve success with this goal. So I stay as focused as I can be without being deprivational. In other words, without becoming miserable in the process. Let me give you an example. I would often be invited to events, maybe launches or just meeting type things where they might have eats as well. What I would do is usually I would go not starving. I would have something to snack on beforehand so that if I don't end up eating, I'm okay for that event. But when I arrived, I would have a look at the snacks on offer because if they were amazing, then I was going to eat them and I was going to feast on them. But if they weren't great, then I would skip it. So on the one hand, what I didn't want to do is see some amazing foods out and then have to sit on my hands and think, oh, I can't eat these. And that's the deprivation part. I can't bear that. So I don't want to ever put anyone in a position where they think, oh, I'm not allowed to have something. We're not doing a diet here. We're doing a no diet. So we're working with this concept of flexibility. So I walk in, I see fantastic eats, I think, yes, I'm going to have those. Great. I do have my goal in mind, but I also know that I'm letting my hair down. And remember, we want to look at this idea of what you do some of the time is not going to affect you, whereas what you do most of the time is really what's going to move you towards your goals. So it's okay to let your hair down every now and then. Will it change my relationship with those close to me? I think this is probably a good consideration because, for example, let's say you wanted to reduce the amount that you drink, alcohol-wise. But if you're the party animal, so in other words, every time you go out with your mates, you're the one who leads or is the big bubbly life and soul of the party. If you're not going to be drinking in the future, will that affect your friends? Will it affect how they see you? Will it affect what sort of time you have going out? That's just one example, but it is something worth reflecting on. Will I still be me when I've changed my habits or my life? I think this goes really to the point before, where if I know myself to be a gregarious, outgoing, spontaneous person and that changes because I'm not doing what I used to do, will I still be who I was? Also worth considering. Will others make it difficult for me to succeed? Well, you know how this goes. You head out, someone says, what would you like to drink? You say, oh no, I'm okay, thanks. Oh no, come on, we're out, have a drink. No, I'm good. Come on, just one drink. We've all been there. So that's where a bit of sabotage can happen. You need to prepare for that. I think what's a very useful idea, and it's a task that I put here, is to express the support you need from your friends and your family. Tell them that you are needing their support. So maybe you warn your mates and say, look, for the next 3 months, I'm not doing it. So if we go out, please don't put pressure on me. because otherwise I just won't come out in the future. So just set it up.